Yes, yeah, yeah. In this moment, the recording start. You know.
Yeah.
Okay. I think everyone is. I don't know. Right to start. Okay. Well,
Yeah.
if you remember, the question for this conversation is: what do you prefer? What is most important? The B2 or the experience? What do you think about that?
Uh, Talking for me, I think the best option is when you have to be to certification because it's so useful and is important in this time because you know that in any place or in any institutions the first things or the first things that ask is you have the B2 certification, and nowadays is the most important things I consider because uh, the certification talk for you, for your level, your knowledge, or something like that. I think.
Uh, for me, I think the experience is most important than B2 because when you have experience, you are more confident and also patient. Um, Probably also you build discipline when you are working with your students, and I think it helps to improve daily and with your students. What do you
Yeah,
think, Eric?
I got it. I got your point of view, you know, but I consider both are important because, for example, I consider the experience is really important when you need to make your B2. You know, for example, when you try to practice with exercise, you are acquiring more experience related with a B2 exam, you know. But as you told you, well, B2 is more important than that, you know, because the B2 certificate is really important in our lives as a teachers. I think I consider that
Yeah.
includes also this certification can open other opportunities to work. You know, it's not just for to be a teacher. I think is my point of view, but I consider both are really important to obtain
Yes,
an achievement. You know.
yes, you have more opportunity. Maybe find quickly the jobs, or maybe uh, I'm not sure, but I was thinking too in the Anita's comments that the experience. Yes, I agree too because you as a teacher need to know the techniques, the methods, how you need to teach
Hmm.
the English language. However, it is necessary to have UB2 certification.
But
I
I
think
consider
both.
no. Sorry for that, Miriam. But I consider it's not necessary a B2 certificate to teach. For example, the B2 certificate is just to obtain a grade of your level, but not that indicate your experience about teaching. For example, for teach, I consider you need another type of knowledge to do that because work with children is so difficult, work with younger is difficult. If for that you don't need a B2 certificated, you know, I think it's most for your knowledge, own knowledge, you know.
Yeah,
Yeah, I agree.
I'm
But
in the same page like you that it's B2 is important because this certificate is required for when you need to get a job, and
That's right.
also, but yeah, it's okay, but I think it's you need experience to teach. I think is
Mm-hmm.
that is the most important because you you need to students understand what you
That's right.
say, and also
Uh-huh.
yeah.
B2 demonstrate the B2 exam certificate demonstrate your level of English.
Yeah,
But
sometimes
no,
sometimes
but uh-huh.
not always,
No,
I think.
demonstrate that. I
Yeah,
think that.
not always.
Well, okay, Miriam, tell me, what do you think about
I
that?
think I think both points is so important. You need to have
Okay.
you to certification. You need to find
Yeah,
a job,
I agree with that.
but you need to have experience too. You
Yeah,
need to
that's
know the
right.
techniques, the methods, how you need to teach for children or young is both things is so important.
But
I
the
can choose.
question, but the question refers to the experience acquiring, knowledge when you practice just for the big two exam, but not about your methods of teaching. It's just for the experience of B2. I think I got that because the question told that.
Yes, I agree with you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, okay.
Okay.
In my case, I consider both need to have the experience and B2 certification. No more.
Yeah, I got
Okay,
it. I
I
got it. I
agree
got
with
it.
you. Yeah,
But
it's okay.
for example, I consider if you want to be another, if you want to obtain another kind of jobs or work, I think the B2 is not necessary because it's very complicated to explain that. But I consider if you want that to be a teacher, I think it's really necessary because the B2 exam reflect your knowledge about the language.
Not always. No, no, not always.
I think always.
Experience and the daily routines and the things that are happening in your classroom help us a lot
Well,
to know many things, and also the plans that you need to do,
but the
and yeah,
you but
in that way you learn a lot.
yeah, but B2
And
exam just evaluate your knowledge about English, your knowledge about speaking, your knowledge about writing, your knowledge about how to write sentence. In this case, use of English. But that you told me is another kind of topic. I think that
okay.
Okay, I was
well,
I was thinking that it's true that the Anita said because I consider the most important is experience because you can speak well, and even you sometimes you don't need to have the B2 certification to share a class or share your knowledge with other students. Sometimes uh, I had the opportunity to share the some topics with students, and I don't have a certification B2, but the experience that acquire in university about the methods, about the techniques, or how you need to teach or how you need to plan. I consider that the Anita said us is true. I think is better experience that have
okay,
the
okay,
Okay,
yeah.
time is over,
obviously we need to
guys.
have the
Thank you
B2
so much for
certification
it's
to
all
to
for
live.
today.
No, no. Give me just 5 seconds. Well,
Okay.
in this moment, I change my point of view about the B2 important than the obtaining a B2 exam, because, for example, I consider the experience in a classroom is so different. For example, in that you told me, you need to know about many different types, or methods. You need to know about the strategies. I think, well, I consider that. So for that, I changed my point of view about experience and then obtaining a B2 or, achieve that. Thank you, girls, for opening my mind. Thank you for all. I really appreciate that.
Me too,
Okay.
Dianita. Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank you,
girls.
guys. Bye bye.
Okay. Bye bye.
It's a
See
Bye.
pleasure
ya.
to be here. Bye.
Bye. Bye.
Bye bye.
Yes.